Welcome to the Week 7 NFL preview of the Amateur Hour. Dave's got the week off. He's resting, enjoying the Chicago Bears win. We're on with Michael Harvey, former resident of Green Bay, now a Minneapolis citizen. So it's in enemy territory. He won the Pick'em last week, 2 weeks ago,
Last
last
week.
week. Last week, he's a winner at heart. He has the credentials to be here. Welcome on, Mike. Tell us about
Uh,
your weekend. Sounds
Thank
like you
you.
had a little football party.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Happy to, finally have gotten some money from this Pick'em League. But yeah, we had a good weekend. We had some people over to watch the game in the backyard. We got a projector and a screen set up in the garage and had some seating and so grilled some brats, had some beers. It's a good time
And a
and
nice
got a good
turnout. Nice
got a
turnout, I hear.
Packer win. Yeah, there was about 15 to 17 or so people there and some dogs running around and yeah, we had a
So
good time.
a Packer party in Minneapolis gets
Oh,
17
and
people. That's pretty
everybody was a
good.
Packer fan. Yeah, it was
That's
good.
pretty good,
It was a lot of green and gold. Neighbors were not too happy. They were like, "What's going on here?" But that's how it goes. There's a lot of Packer fans in the cities.
Did
Uh,
you get a chance I know you were hosting, but did you get a chance to watch the game?
yeah, I tried to watch as much as I could.
What'd you think?
I mean, it was good. It was good game. I mean, there's still some clear areas for improvement with the Packers. But anytime you can hold the team, the opposing team to less than two touchdowns is a good game. It gives the offense a chance. Don't have to do too much. Allows our kicker to miss a field goals and still pull out the win. So it was
Yeah,
it's
I was
good.
gonna
But
say I napped for the whole second half, but I heard he missed another one. I think that's probably to me the biggest glaring problem. Would you agree? Do you think there's a bigger?
I mean, looking long term, yeah. I mean, there's you you
It's gonna fuck you in
you
the playoffs, you know it will.
you need that aspect of the
Yeah,
game. You can't be. I mean, yeah, you can't be going into, game winning, situation down a touchdown, down, 10 points, and then all of a sudden being forced to like go for it on 4th and 5 from your own 30 when you could just kick like a 42-yard field goal. So yeah, it's bad. I mean, he's missed more than any other kicker in the league. He's got a worse field goal percentage than Giannis right now, and it's not good. So
yeah,
we're
I'd send him. I would have packed him 2 weeks ago.
I think I mean like maybe they give him one more week like
I wouldn't.
but
I think
but
there's
but
too many good ones sitting on the sidelines,
I
dude.
don't know. I don't, that's a question. Like, because okay,
They've
so
got
we
that
had
fucker from the 49ers. He came in and hit all like three or four, dude.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the free agency kicker market looks like. I'm not gonna try to pretend like I do, but like you look at the Giants, right? Graham Gano gets injured, and they bring in Greg Joseph, who the Packers had on our practice squad, and he missed two field goals this week.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
like there's so I don't know what the answer is there or what that looks like, but like I don't know. At this point, I'm like, was the guy last year that bad? He wasn't this bad.
He
This
wasn't.
this
It actually got worse, which is
yeah,
pretty
we got
funny.
worse at kicker. Like I
Yeah,
so it's that's concerning. Yeah, going forward. But I mean, I think the defense still, was forcing turnovers or potential turnovers with the forced fumbles and there was like our defensive line, I wish they could be a little bit more aggressive without
absolutely.
blitzing. Like we have to blitz in order to get pressure sometimes, and that's frustrating because we pay those guys a lot of money and they're kind of big name guys, but yeah, I think the offense is doing great. The receiving core, everybody's getting the ball.
Romeo's
Everybody's getting
back.
yeah. Dobbs got his
Yeah,
touchdown. I think we're doing a little babysitting there, but yeah, it's good.
yeah. It was a good Sunday. It was nice to see Mike McCarthy get embarrassed too.
Oh, not just Jerry Jones on his birthday. Historic loss. Historic.
That's bad, dude.
They've lost
What was it,
four
47
straight
to
home
9 or something
games.
like that?
Oh yeah, 47-9 or something. And like
Uh,
it's their fourth straight home loss, including the playoffs last year, and the Packers
to the
beat them 40
Packers.
something to 30. And before that, they had won 16 straight home games. It was like nobody was better at home than Dallas going over the
It was
past two
surprising.
seasons. And then all of a sudden now they're like they've and it's not just like it's not small losses, narrow defeats. They're
Right.
losing by 20. They were down like by more than 20 points in all of those. losses this season at home, and then they're undefeated on the road. So I don't know. It's Dallas
Football,
is tough
baby.
to
I
figure
agree
out.
though that that's what would be the most concerning to me is that you're not just losing. Like if you're losing like one score games, you're like, okay, we were right there. But when you're getting like absolutely
Embarrassed.
demolished in every
Yeah.
aspect, that's got to be like kind of a moment for self-reflection. I honestly don't think I think Mike McCarthy is a mediocre coach. I don't think he's good enough to keep getting the opportunities he does. So I don't know
Yeah.
why they continued with him.
Well, I mean, there's a problem with the defense, right? Like they're not stopping people, and they're
Yep.
not getting the turnovers that they did before. Because is Diggs? No, Parsons. Michael Parsons
He's injured,
is
I think.
injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you're not getting the
But still to
turnovers that
give
you
up
got from Diggs last year. You're not.
47 points.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty brutal. And then, but then your offense is only scoring 9 points too. So it is both sides of the ball. But
Yeah.
it's just. But at the same time, when you're down 20, you're gonna throw. And so then the defense can just lock it in. So yeah, they're getting down fast and then being forced to, one track mind and having to try to figure out how they're going to put together fast points, and then they're making mistakes trying to get those fast points. So, but I do love the rumors of like, oh, is Bill Belichick going to come in and coach the Cowboys? And like, first of all, I don't think Bill wants to like step in. I don't know,
Midseason.
maybe he does, but like I don't know. Also, I don't think Bill and Jerry Jones got along. I don't know. Like, there's some personalities there that would be
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
But at the same time, I
I
feel
am
like the
jealous of
Cowboys
their
would be a good
kicker though.
spot.
Oh yeah, the Cowboys would be a great spot to coach, I think.
Yeah, like it'd have to be one of the more desirable places
Yeah,
versus
absolutely.
going to
For
Jacksonville
Carolina.
or Carolina. Yeah, where I mean, the Carolinas traded away their future
Yep.
for the
On
next
Bryce
four
Young.
years. Like just and it's yeah on a team on a quarterback in a situation where they're losing they don't have the skill players.
Yeah.
So
What so the NFC North went undefeated again. The Vikings were off.
yeah,
Um
but even the Bears had a good win. Like I mean,
they did,
obviously it's against the Jaguars, but like it's the Jaguars in London.
which is
They've got
basically
that momentum. Yeah,
the home field for the Jaguars
yeah.
because they
Well, and
play there
like
so
there's just
much.
they've traditionally done well over there, and
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, they were putting together right. I think Caleb Williams had a one of the best rookie quarterback outings or something. There's some stat line there, but he's looking better. He's not making those mistakes that he was making the first couple weeks of the year. He's
Yep.
throwing the ball away if he's getting under pressure that, he's not taking those damning sacks. He's doing well in that way. So,
Uh
yeah, it's
Leading into that, do you want to share with us your lock of the week
oh yeah,
for
for
week
next
7?
week, I think it is it's incredible to me that San Francisco is favored by 1.5 points against Kansas City. I think that they're not the team we thought they were. Their two victories this year or they have two or three victories. They've beaten the Jets in week one.
I think only oh, they're 3-3.
They're 3-3. They beat the Jets, then they lost to the Vikings, they lost to the Rams, they beat the Patriots, and then
And the
they lost to
Seahawks
the
after the
Cardinals, and then they just beat the Seahawks on Thursday night. But like,
yep.
I mean, so you've beaten Jets, Patriots, and Seahawks. Like they're not,
Not
and they
impressive win.
no, and they don't have it together like they did last year. Their defense is not holding teams to enough. They're not stopping anybody. I think that the Chiefs are going to come in, even with the Chiefs being as banged up as they are. Chiefs are going to come in and get it done, and plus 1.5. Yeah, I think the Chiefs have them figured out. Andy Reid's got a game plan drawn up, and they're gonna get it done. I mean, and they're gonna get it done without Mahomes scoring more than 18 fantasy points because he's barely done that more
Yeah,
than one or two games this past two seasons. So
I actually agree with you. That was going to be my lock of the week because I agree. I think that it's a coin flip or maybe a little bit favored towards Kansas City, so I would take that point and a half
yeah,
that the Kansas City Chiefs get, and I'm sure it'll end close game, but I feel like Kansas City could very well be where they are up by 3, they get the ball back, and San Francisco just can't stop them, and they just run the clock out. It could be one of those
yeah.
games.
Yeah,
So
it could be close, but I still think it's gonna, yeah, like you're saying, tip in favor of Kansas City.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
who
like that
who
pick. I
who else would
will
you
I
lock
will take
in?
right after that. I will take the Steelers at home against the Jets just because the line is so small. They're two
Yeah,
point favorites. The defenses look phenomenal. Justin Fields hasn't been bad. He hasn't been great. There's rumors that Russell Wilson might either start or be involved. So I think the Steelers can win that game by two, and especially at home.
yeah,
Terrible towels will be going. I like the Steelers there.
yeah. It'll be interesting to see what the Jets do here, because I mean, it's kind of
Right now,
that's
it's a
kind of
close game. It's Monday night.
yeah,
They're keeping it close to the Bills, but the Bills haven't looked that good the last 2 weeks either. So,
yeah,
um, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of turbulence in that organization right now.
yeah. It's I mean, yeah, it's I mean, there's yeah, first time they fired their head coach in mid-season in however
5 games
long,
in,
and yeah,
too, dude.
5 game
Two and
thing. Yeah,
three.
that's early, and
I
there so
know.
there's something going on there.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you fire a coach, and teams rally behind the new guy, and they everybody kind of gets a little bit of fire under their ass to work hard and do something. And it's I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I
It's
still don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I feel bad for Jets fans because they were so optimistic, so much hope, and then
well,
it just
I
went to
don't feel
hell.
bad for Jets fans. I just it's there is some comedy to the whole
I
situation.
know, but it sucks. I don't think I'd be an NFL fan if you were born a
Oh,
Jets fan, would you?
I mean, 1969 is the last time they won the Super Bowl.
But it's just be hard to watch because they haven't really had
Oh no, there's very, very little hope
the past
for
20 years,
yeah,
20,
yeah.
at least the Giants had those 2 years with Eli Manning the past like 20 years where
Oh,
they won the
I
Super
mean, the
Bowl and
Jets made the
Flacco.
playoffs with Sanchez, didn't they? They made it one year.
Yeah,
There's a couple of years. They've
sweet.
had some, but yeah, the other irony with the Jets is just all their quarterbacks that they've cast aside just doing really well in other places. It's just
Yep.
I love
Gino,
it. Yeah,
what yet to be determined on the Mormon guy. Um,
Zach Wilson in
yep.
Denver. Yeah, yeah. Who knows? But then obviously,
And Sam
Sam
Darnold
Darnold's
obviously out
cooking
of
in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
And
Um,
speaking of Minnesota, look at that game, Detroit and Minnesota. That's got to be the top game. Like I mean, right?
yes,
Like obviously we're
that's
NFC
the
North
premier game.
fans, but I mean, that's the premier game. The NFC North is hot.
I'm gonna
That's
actually pick my fantasy stud of the week from that game. I'm gonna go with Jameson Williams of Detroit. I
okay.
think
Okay.
I don't know. It might be one where Detroit it gets to be a shootout. You can see the line's pretty big here. It's 49 and a half points, almost 50 points, so it's one of the higher lines on
Yeah.
the weekend. So I'll take maybe Jameson Williams to get a touchdown and I don't know, 5 catches for 100 yards, something like that. So that's who I'll take as my fantasy stud. Who were you thinking?
Yeah, so I am thinking Raheem Mostert with Miami. So they're coming off a bye.
Hmm.
Miami had to have looked at themselves over this bye week and been like, okay, Tua is a question mark. Whether or not he comes back this year. They're saying he might, yada yada yada. But they got to figure out how to get the ball to their playmakers. And Raheem Mostert has been an underutilized playmaker this season, and it's time that they work him in. He had a decent game before the bye. It was his first game back, I think, after he missed a couple weeks due to injury, and so he got like 10 fantasy points. But I think he's going to run, 100 yards, tack on a couple catches. Plus, there's a chance Devon Chan does not play, although he's trending to playing. But even with like they need to feature these backs and have them both on the field at the same time. That's great. That's what they're going to do. In Indianapolis, terrible run defense. So it's uh it's something that I think I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, if I was
Him.
Mike McDaniels, I would watch. I'm certain they're going to watch a lot of the game tape from the Packers Colts game and
Yeah,
just see, okay, how do we beat them with a backup quarterback? And you're right, you just run the ball. So it might be just a
yeah,
two-headed monster of Devon Achane and
yeah.
Raheem Mostert out there.
I think
It's
and
got to
I
be the
think
game plan, dude.
they'll win the game, and so they'll be up and they'll be running the clock out too at the end of it. So it's that's kind of where I'm leaning for start of the week.
I like that. Now, have you seen us do these weekend drafts?
I have the where you pick your team, right?
Yep, just for the
For the week.
weekend. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
half point PPR. You got to have a quarterback. Okay, quarterback, two wide receivers, one running back, one tight end, and a flex spot where you can put in. Any
Tight end, running
position,
back, or wide receiver, not
right? Not
quarterback.
super flex, just a
Cool.
regular flex. It's only $3, so if we lose, don't feel bad.
How many people? How many total positions are there? We need
We just draft 6 players.
6 players. Sounds good. And we're
Yep.
drafting against live people.
Like these are real people, as far as I know. Now they could be bots that are just taking our money, but as far as I know, we have won a few times, but I've actually done better just when I do it late at night by myself. Looks like we are the second overall pick.
And we have to beat everybody in order to get money.
So you have to be in about the top like 14% of teams drafted. So there will be like multiple, thousands of these drafts going on, and you're playing against everyone, and it's whoever scores the
Oh,
most. Okay, so it is
okay.
half PPR, so I like to kind of go running backs and see if
Yeah.
I can get 2 stud running backs. Let's see who they got here. You tell us who. Now we could. I do have Chan down there. I don't hate going with Mostert late. But these
Yeah.
are the starting ones. Of these first couple guys, who do you like?
Ooh, I think that I mean, Jonathan Taylor is questionable though, but I think you got to go with Saquon. I know you don't like him, but I think against the Giants, he's
No,
he's
I
looking like
like
a stud.
Saquon. He hasn't,
Okay.
and look at I like when guys have had down weeks. I personally feel like a bounce back is imminent. And with a guy
Yeah.
like Saquon,
Yeah,
let's
I
just
like
hope
that.
this bastard doesn't take him. Now, if these guys have shields, that means they're expert drafters.
What's the difference between a red shield and a black shield?
I think the red is a little highly experienced. Experience. Ah, so he took
Um,
Saquon. We have
oh,
5 seconds. Kyron or Bijan?
Kyron.
I like it. You read your mind, dude. That's how you know you made the
That's
right
how we know we
decision.
were going to be a good decision. Yeah. So I do got while we wait for this next to come around to us, I do have to give a shout out to my lovely wife who is hoping for third place this week, depending on how this Jets
Who does
game
she
goes
need?
this
Who does she
weekend.
need?
What?
Who does she need to win tonight?
She needs the Jets to cover. Yeah.
Just to cover.
She is currently tied for first place with Trevor, for the whole pick 'em out of everybody.
It's Trevor or Shauna?
Who's Howdy? No, 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 not for this week, for overall, the whole thing, the
Oh.
whole shebang.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So she's
Dude,
tied for
I think
first
this
with
week
Trevor.
too.
But
She could make the
no,
money.
she could make third. She can't get beyond third. But
Damn. Yeah,
she
she's
needs
had
a
an
higher scoring
impressive
game.
run.
Yeah, but she hasn't won any money yet, and it's week 6, and she's tied for first, so she's pretty upset. She tied for third, but lost to the tiebreaker earlier this
Oh, she
season.
hasn't won money yet? I
She has
thought
not won any money yet. And then I'm tied for third with Will Cleveland. So,
Damn, you guys are doing good.
and I won't mention who's in dead last, but
This week or
he may
overall?
no overall he may be taking a break from the podcast this week.
No way.
Yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah,
oh
dead
boy.
last. 39 right on the
He's a fighter
season.
though, dude. He's definitely a second half player.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, Carla would have got second the one week she was in the money, but I told her to switch her pick to the Jaguars last minute.
Oh,
And
she
then they
hates you
got
for
blown
doing
out
that
by the
shit.
Bills.
Yeah, that's
So
brutal.
she learned, but it was a cheap learning lesson. She just has to go with her gut when it
Okay,
comes
so
to
we're getting
sports.
close. Who do we want to take? What position do we want to take next? Do we
I
want to
think
go running
another
back
running
again?
back.
Okay, so I think, dude, Gibbs is good, but
I like all of them. Actually, let's see what we got for wide receivers. I like all these running backs to come back to us.
a lot of wide receivers
Dude,
just
if we
went.
get him on Raw,
What about Malik Neighbors? He's questionable still.
I'd be happy with Amon Ra, Drake, or DK, or even Debo, or
Let's
fucking Gene
do
Reed. I
let's
love
do
them all.
Amon-Ra.
Taken.
Oh, he just went. Jeez, this guy's
Who do you
reading
want
our
then?
mind.
Jaden?
Yeah.
I gotta take DK. I can't get down there fast enough. Oh, we got Drake London. I didn't I didn't get it
What?
in.
What? That's how fast that went?
Yeah, you get like 10 seconds, dude.
You got to add these guys to our queue.
Okay, so who do you want then?
Go to running back.
we're up next.
Um, Gibbs,
Gibbs.
star him, and then he's in your queue.
And I'll do that next time. I got him
Just
right. Oh no, I lost him. There, I
dude,
got him. I got him, don't worry.
yeah, add the little star. Then so
I
who do
will,
we
I
need?
will.
We need a tight end now.
Tight end or wide receiver.
How did we? Oh, because it's a snake draft.
So we got Gibbs and Kyron.
So okay, the strategy here is to pick a team that nobody else has, though, to be in the top 14%. You have to kind of correctly pick the guy who's going to randomly go off.
True, true. So you'll see some guys will take like players that are way down here. Like you said, someone might take Raheem Mostert because of the
Yeah.
matchup, because you're swinging for the fences. You don't want a guy that's going to be a safe bet. You want someone getting 20 points.
Yeah, you got to have like the inside scoop or something that,
Or
you
just, I
know,
mean, frankly, just get lucky.
TJ Hawkinson's going to have a great game or something against.
Is he coming back?
I don't think so. But at the same
Okay.
time, people might be afraid to draft him because he's questionable. And then,
I think we have some good tight end options here.
we do scroll down a little bit. Dalton Schultz against Green Bay could be a good option, but we would go late for him, I think.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to go that route, we should take a quarterback
Let's look at
next.
QB next and see. I don't want Patrick because I think he's gonna do well, but not.
I
I
don't
don't.
hate this one, just because Cleveland does look so shitty.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Joe Burrow, star him so that you don't have to find him again. There you go. Now he's in our queue.
And then for tight ends, who do you like? Oh, we're up in two. We could go wide receiver too. See if you like any of these guys.
So that would be our flex, would be wide receiver. Oh no, we only have one wide receiver. Well,
Yeah,
we could get your Debo. We could get Debo right there.
you like Debo?
I think so, yeah.
I like that too.
If he's still, because the other one will be up in two.
Now, what are your tight ends?
I think Dalton Schultz would be a good deep pick.
You don't like any of these guys above him?
I don't trust Kyle Pitts with my life.
That's okay.
Um,
Kraft?
he's
We're
he,
gonna go
we
Debo here.
Packers share the ball too much for anybody to really go off. I mean, he could get two touchdowns and get lucky, but or Dallas Goedert against New York. That's not a bad pick.
He did have
Schultz,
8 targets last week.
he has a lot of targets. Plus, Nico Collins is out, so they've got to pass to someone, and it's not going to be Nico. So then you got double coverage on Diggs.
Tight
But
ends is probably
the
the
Packers
toughest one.
secondary is too good. Don't pick Schultz. I would do Dallas Goedert against New York. Do we have to pick?
It should go
Oh,
Joe Burrow.
okay, cool.
Well, come on, you goofy fucking thing. Okay, it took Burrow.
There we go. So then do you peek at everybody else? Or no, oh, because it doesn't even matter. Everybody else is all
Everyone else has a tight end, so we're gonna get, I think, whoever we want. Let me
we could get
just
whoever
check
we
here.
want, yeah. I still don't think like Dalton Kincaid is that great against. I mean, yeah, Tennessee's bad, but that's why I think you got to go for someone who's a little bit less of the obvious pick.
This cat never comes by me, and that one that's Roscoe. He never comes by me unless I'm doing something. Um, I think you shoot who do you want as a tight end? I agree with you. They're all kind of like meh, like all the
Dallas Goedert.
matchups. You know, got it.
Yeah, I think
What's the
so.
injury like? Hamstring. So I don't hate it. So if he doesn't play, they will automatically swap in someone if he's ruled out. before game
Really?
time.
They just
Yes.
automatically swap in a different tight end.
What they will do is they'll swap in. Who would you want if you couldn't have Dallas Goedert? I'll put him in our queue, and I think that's who we would get next.
Scroll down. Oh, it drops off pretty quick there, though.
Oh yeah, dude. Ben Sims. Yeah.
Noah Fant, though. Noah Fant's had a game or two this season for Seattle.
Dog. Best outing of the season, 9 points. We don't want that.
Okay, okay. Let's do. Well, maybe Kyle Pitts will have a good game. Let's do Pitts. I think we
You did
should
have
do
a
Kyle Pitts.
bad, oh, it was 2 weeks ago. You had a good one.
Yeah, I think they're going to be slinging the ball.
And then if we can't
Atlanta
get
will be
him,
throwing it.
I'll put Kincaid. We'll either probably get, so if like Goddard's ruled out and he doesn't play, we'll either get Pitts or Kincaid, I think.
Okay.
Not bad.
No, I think that's a good lineup. You'll have to keep me posted.
Yeah, I will. And if I get over $100, you get 10%.
Oh, okay. That's
The best I've done is $65. I got like 50th place out of a couple 20,000 or something.
nice.
Yeah. We're gonna do another one though. We're not done
Okay. Okay. Okay.
because we got a lot of time left on the podcast,
Yeah.
recording at least. So
Yeah.
what's coming up in the season? We're seeing you at a wedding and
Yeah.
like
November, Max's wedding. That'll be fun.
yep.
I got another wedding in November, and then
Oh
I got a
shit, we
wedding
took
in
Kyle
December.
Pitts. I forgot to queue up Dallas Goddard.
Oh no, that's fine. I think Kyle Pitts is good. Kyle Pitts is better than Dallas
We're gonna
Goedert.
get Goddard on the next draft.
So then this is it. Then this draft, we got our team now.
This is it. Burrow, Kyron, Jameer, Drake London, Debo, Kyle Pitts.
I like it. No, no, no. I think I was hoping we'd pick Kyle Pitts instead of
Yeah,
um
you're doing
Goddard.
jujitsu on us or what?
No, no. I seriously, I thought that's what we were. That was the plan to
Look,
take him.
someone did take Goddard though, so that's why we didn't get him.
Oh, okay.
Someone sniped you, dude. This
No, he
guy had
wasn't
your
in our queue.
number.
We never put him in our queue.
No, so I did, but he got picked before it,
Oh, wow. Someone had my idea, I guess.
dude. Yeah, so we're seeing you at that wedding. You guys got any other big fall plans?
I leave on Thursday for Shenandoah National Park.
Nice. Who is it with you going with Jenna or who are you going
Yeah,
with?
Jen and I are meeting her parents out there, and her sister's flying out with us too. So we're gonna do some camping, just hang out.
Where is Shenandoah?
It's in Virginia. Our flights were originally to Asheville, North Carolina. Um,
Did
but
the hurricane mess that up?
oh yeah, I mean they canceled our Sun Country flight to Asheville, and then our Airbnb immediately just canceled. Like 2 days after the hurricane, our campsites in Smoky Mountain National Park all were canceled.
Oh
And then
man.
American Airlines gave me the freaking runaround. They're the worst. It was so bad. They're like, we're sorry, but your flight is still scheduled to leave Asheville. So we booked two different airlines, one there and one back. And I like paid $90 for this one-way flight, which is a cheap flight, but they were like, well, the airport's open, you can still get there. I'm like, there's still a travel advisory in Western North Carolina. There's still like no roads. Like there's still all this flooding and stuff, and you're just like, sorry, you booked basic economy, so you're screwed. And I'm like, so finally I called a second time, talked to a different person, and this guy's like, let me see what I can do. And he gave me a comp, like a credit that I have to use on a different American
So it's
Airlines
something.
flight. Yeah, it's something. I'm not out the money
So
on it,
what
but
are you so you're flying out there on what airline?
we're flying out there and there and back on United now to
Oh,
to
all
DC.
United.
Yeah, all United this time.
Because I flew on Spirit. Have you ever had the pleasure of flying Spirit
Oh, I've
Airlines?
flown Spirit. I've flown Spirit.
Beautiful, dude. Just the greatest airline. I rode there with to Las Vegas with a bunch of it's appeared to me like they were fraternity brothers from Madison.
Yeah,
And every time, like when they announced, all right, we're now boarding, there were like 20 of them. They all had to give each other like, the hand clap, like the dap up.
the
So
high
like you're
five.
sitting in the
Yeah.
airport and you hear like 20 or 30 because they have to do it with multiple people. So
Oh
like
yeah.
they
Well,
did it
yeah.
when the boarding got announced. They did it when their group to board got announced. And then they were doing it as they were getting on the flight.
Do you think they were doing it unironically or ironically? Like, what do you
I'm
think they were like? This is
I have
just
never seen anyone, maybe it was an inside joke because there was so many high fives and like dap ups. I was like,
that's
dude, you
great.
guys have like a whole weekend together, like save some of it in the
Okay,
tank,
but
you know?
Spirit is perfect for what you did. A quick 2 night trip
Yeah.
to Vegas. Just need
But
your backpack, bring everything you need on the plane with you, and then get the heck off and go like,
so then I sit down and I'm next to one of them in the beverage. Who do you want here? Justin Jefferson?
yep,
Uh, I'm sitting one next to one of the frat guys from Madison, and beverage cart's coming. He's like, do you get free soda on this one? I'm like, no, brother, we're flying Spirit. You don't get any free anything on this, man. Like I had to pay, I think $12 each way to have a seat in the aisle, not sitting in the middle, you know?
yeah,
So, but he was pretty disappointed when he found out you don't get free soda on
yeah,
Spirit.
because he couldn't sneak his little shooters
Yeah.
into the soda. That's what it
He actually
was.
didn't. He was reading a book. He seemed like an actually pretty nice kid. He wasn't really like drunk and obnoxious. He was just reading a book the whole time. So,
What was the book?
um, something about the Whiskey Rebellion.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love the flights to Vegas where you see the person reading like Blackjack for Dummies
Yes,
or
I saw
something.
actually a lot of people playing blackjack and craps on their phone, like practicing for
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
I've done that before. I've done the practice Blackjack.
Um,
Got-
we actually so at BetMGM or sorry at MGM Grand we played because have you played blackjack in Vegas? And if so, do you know where
Yeah,
you played it?
I played at MGM Grand one night. The problem is there was a big fight there, and so the buy-ins were insane.
Oh,
Like the minimum bets, I mean, the minimum bets were
the
just like
minimum, right?
it was like 50 or $100 minimum bet
Yeah, that's
at
insane. We
like
didn't
all
see
the
that.
blackjack tables. We went to the Oyo across the street, the old Hooters
Yes.
hotel, and where they got the $1 and $5 blackjack tables. But then I've also been to so we also went to the other MGM properties um across the street. The what are they called?
Oh, there's a lot like New York,
No,
Aria,
no.
Cosmopolitan,
On the same end as MGM Grand.
Park MGM, Mandalay Bay,
Mandalay Bay.
Luxor,
Yep, Mandalay Bay.
Excalibur. They own
Mandalay
everything.
Bay and
Hey, who do you
Luxor.
want here?
We should do
Let's do
let's
Terry.
oh yeah, let's do it. You think we can get Josh Allen on the way back? Or you want to go running back? You don't want to go quarterback.
I just don't like it against Tennessee. Oh yeah, we
Tennessee's
can get te
trash.
if you believe in Josh, we can get him.
I believe in Josh Allen.
Okay.
Nice.
Now we got to look at our B's because we got Terry, Justin. I
And
think
Josh.
do the Commanders play Carolina?
Yes.
That might actually be a good pick. At least you know Jaden Daniels won't be pressured.
Yeah. I also wouldn't mind. Oh no, Buccaneers play Ravens. I was going to say Buccaneers could be. Got to give them some love.
Oh, sorry. This is only I should have clarified. This is only going to be the noon and 3 o'clock games.
Oh,
So
that's why we don't have any
that's why you're not
7
seeing
p.m.
it.
Oh,
So if
Monday
it's
night games.
yeah, so
Yeah.
the London game, you can't get any of the Jaguars, you can't get the Thursday night players, you can't get it's just the main slate on Sunday is the
Okay.
teams or
Okay.
the matchups. So
Interesting.
yeah.
So not even the Sunday night game.
Nope.
Dang, there's still a lot of high scoring players. Like, I mean, you're not missing anybody on.
Pretty decent. Yeah, and it's only like 6 people in the draft. So which running back do you like here?
Mm,
We got Gibbs in one. How do you feel about Montgomery?
yeah, let's do Montgomery.
And then who do you like after that, Mike? Because it's not.
I
Dude, we
mean,
could do your boy. Josh Jacobs is pretty far down. I just don't know
yeah,
how that Houston defense is.
dude, Nick Chubb, that'd be an amazing flex. There's no way he plays, but we could do Raheem Mostert last.
There he is, dude.
Do a tight end in between. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think we should try
Okay,
to do that.
who do you like up here then?
Let's do Montgomery. Let's do Montgomery, and then do a tight end, and then go back for Mostert. So now, yeah, who do we think for tight ends? This is just a
I
tough
think we
one.
got to go Goddard, dude.
No, 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 no. We can't risk it twice with Goddard
We
and
didn't get him in the other one. We got Kyle Pitts.
no, I know, but there's too risky. Man, okay, let's do it. Yeah, Goddard and Mostert. I like it. Dude, Jenna's so mad at me. So Jenna started her fantasy football league.
What?
She started a fantasy football league this year with some of her friends from college, and she got CJ Stroud and Baker Mayfield as her quarterbacks.
Fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous, except for she started CJ Stroud every week because I'm telling her you have to play CJ Stroud. And every week Baker
Yeah.
just goes out there and just he threw they had 50 points yesterday.
I know, dude.
Like not like 50 points. They scored 50 points. It was insane. I like so yeah, so she's not happy with that situation. And then Malik Neighbors, she drafted Malik Neighbors and he's been killing it. But she also has Jonathan Taylor. Her team is stacked. I'm just like, how did you manage this?
She does it. That's a nice sounding team. The biatch of it is there's just been so many injuries to star players this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I
I mean
feel
Malik
like
Neighbors, Jonathan Taylor have both missed time and
we
James Cook.
actually
She has
you
James Cook tomorrow or yeah, tonight.
so the best guy in our dynasty league has Malik Neighbors, has Jonathan Taylor, has Cooper Kupp, has Puka Nacua, has Marvin Harrison. I
Yeah, and
mean,
yeah,
his team has been demolished. I don't really feel bad for him because he's won our dynasty league the past 2 years, so it couldn't have happened to a better guy, you know?
yeah,
But it's like, man, some of these injuries have been like to studs. I mean, the Christian McCaffrey thing. How
yeah,
many people took him first overall in their fantasy drafts this year?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Almost every league, I bet. And the
Yeah.
guy hasn't even touched the field yet, the
Yeah, it's
practice field.
insane. It's insane.
It's
I
been
mean,
the Wild West in fantasy this year, man.
yeah, but that's how
Did
it
you help her
goes.
draft that team, or did
No,
she?
no, no, no significant others were allowed. I was in Idaho when they drafted. I was
Oh,
nowhere near. I wasn't even
you
in
didn't even have
service.
service, dude.
Yeah, no, no, no.
There's no way you could.
I told her, I said, you know, I said, look at their projected points and do what you feels right. She knows the players.
Yeah.
She knows more players than I realized and
Surprised
watched
she
her.
didn't get Tua.
Um, she did, I think. Yeah, she did. And then she moved Tua to her IR and then picked up Baker.
Quick, I gotta say, Carla needs Ray Davis of the Bills tonight.
I'm winning now.
She's winning. She's winning, so she
By
needs.
4 points.
She's got Ray Davis versus Mike Williams. She's up by 4.
And you know what's stupid is the person I'm playing, we both have the most points out of anyone scored in our
She's playing the
fantasy
best
league.
team in the league.
That's the worst. I hate that, Carla. I lost. I had
Mike
the
hates
second
it.
most points in the league,
Why?
No, it's happened to him this
where
week,
you have the second
this
most
year.
points in the league
What's
and you
happening?
lose to the first most
What's
points.
happening to you where you're playing the other best team in the league?
Oh.
So he feels your pain. Does it feel good? Does misery love company, Carla?
No, I'm
Well,
saying
she's
this week
winning
we both
now.
have the highest scored
That's what
points.
Mike's saying as well.
Oh, okay.
It's annoying.
Misery loves company, right?
Yeah.
She's glad to have you in her miserable corner when
No,
it
but
comes
she's
to
winning now.
fantasy.
She's winning, so
She's
I'm all
winning.
here
She's
for it.
winning. Right,
That's
right.
good. That's good. I think I've been getting notifications saying Brees Hall just made a big play.
Yeah, he's been nice tonight.
I I need him to make a bigger play. I'm right now. I'm going to be 3-3 in the dynasty league after losing this week, and then I'm going to be 1-5 in my redraft league after winning this week. Oh, it's been
You're on the
brutal.
board, dude. You're on the
I'm
board.
on the board, and I'm playing someone who his team name is literally IR because he had so many players on IR at one point.
You got about 10 seconds. Send us off